Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something I like to call the new football in America. So let's take a trip back 12 years from today. We were all in 1st and 2nd grade, 6 and 7 years old, learning our multiplication and division. The first Harry Potter movie had just come out, and the Nittany Lions had beat Michigan State 61-7, so we'll hope they can do that in a couple weeks. But at this point in our lives, our parents were probably signing us up for recreational sports. And if your parents are like my parents, they signed you up for soccer. This is me as a 7-year-old getting ready to play soccer, and from the first time I touched the ball, I loved the sport. But as I grew, there was a lot of derogatory comments about soccer. People called us grass fairies, and they said, "Why don't you play a real sport?" And honestly, that hurt a little bit. But to me, I love the sport so much that it didn't affect that I want to play it. But it could affect other people. I know people that stopped playing soccer because it was the uncool thing to do. It wasn't the real sport, wimpy sport. But today, luckily, there's been a big change in the way people view soccer. It is now sort of a cool thing to do. It is not a wimpy sport anymore, and people are respected for playing. So why has the connotation of soccer changed in the past 12 years? There's 3 big reasons. That's what I'm going to talk to you about today. The first is national team success. As the national team gets more success and people begin to watch soccer more, the popularity of soccer obviously grows too. The first big soccer frenzy happened in 1994 when the USA hosted the first World Cup in the United States. What was significant about this was that the attendance record was broken from any other World Cup. There was about 3.5 million fans that came to the US stadiums, and this was the biggest to ever attend a World Cup ever. The next was in about 20 years later, in 2011, when the Women's World Cup team went to Germany, and they had an inspirational and exciting run to the finals, but they unfortunately lost. But they still inspired a lot of girls and children to start playing and keep playing soccer. The final was, as you guys probably know, this summer the media went kind of crazy with the Brazil World Cup and the men's team. But what was inspirational about their journey was they were placed in a group of death, which housed powerhouses Portugal and Germany, and a really good African team. And they were able to win when people thought they wouldn't be able to win at all. And this was also inspirational, and it also dragged American fans to start watching the World Cup. It also showed the rest of the world that soccer is becoming a big thing in the United States. A writer for the British Telegraph newspaper said, "Make no mistake, the Americans are going home, but they have certainly arrived." The next big thing to influence the popularity of soccer is the growth of recreational teams in the United States. In 1974, there was about 100,000 kids playing soccer in recreational leagues. In 2012, there's about 3 million. So this huge shift in people playing soccer also influences the popularity of the sport. It's proportional to the growth rate of the popularity. And the final big thing was sports coverage. Over the past 10 years, there's been a big change in the amount of networks that show soccer events. In 2010, there's about 11 networks that had soccer channels playing, and in 2013 that number doubled to 21. And so you can see that there's a change in the way viewers want to watch their sports. They're going more towards international sports, the Premier League, the Barclays League, the German League, MLS. Everybody's wanting to watch more soccer, and as they are doing, they're putting more soccer channels to work with their viewers. So what? Why did I just tell you guys all this? Well, in a couple years, we're all going to have kids of our own. And what's important about this is that they're going to want to be playing sports. And you shouldn't say to them, "You're not going to play soccer," or "You're not going to play football," or "You're not going to play basketball." Recreational sports really help develop a healthy lifestyle in a child, develop teamwork skills, and might even develop a passion that they have till today, like I did. And it's important that we let kids play soccer, we let kids play sports, and we're not so scared about them getting hurt, because not everybody gets hurt. That's a big misconception in the world of sports. And even if your kid wants to play soccer, don't say to them, "Oh, that's a wimpy sport." You'll be fine. So thanks, and that's it.